Hello there, Azer here, back with another video. So I wanted to talk about how PSO2NGS is actually going to be a little bit different, and I'm really glad that it still is the game to go to for a lot of people who wanted to create an OC but do not really have the capability of actually drawing things or modeling things or commission your arts and concept art or stuff like that. You can really just register a free account and just play Fantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis and just create your own OC from there. Now, back to the main topic. Why is New Genesis a game that is not exactly that good, at least for the majority of the people out there, but it might be a game for you? It's because, firstly, if you are a person who like to socialize and show off your fashion prowess or just have a lot of creativity in your head and you just don't really you're not able to actually express it as best as you wanted to, you can just play PSO2 New Genesis to do that. Sure, you might argue there are other games that can allow you to do creative stuff as well, but most of the other games where they allow you to express your creativity, they will always put it behind a paywall. And that's a huge issue. And I think PSO2 New Genesis is actually one of the most friendliest in terms of like their fashion catalog that you are able to get completely without a single dime paid. And I think that is the most important aspect of why this game is still on the market and is still thriving on the Japanese side at least, because it's just that good. Sure, yes, there's probably alternative and other games that is going to try to mimic the same thing that this game is doing, but I don't really think those other games have the same kind of fashion flexibility just like how this game has. So if you are a person who is much more likely to AFK at the lobby and chatting with your friends once a while and maybe casually playing the game, maybe grinding a little bit casually here and there, this is the game for you. There is no FOMO except for maybe the AC scratches or the events or the seasonal rewards that you really wanted to earn, but most of those stuff are really just mostly optional, I think, and it's not really going to ruin you anyways because the game developers always bring back the AC scratch items by revival scratches in the future anyway, so even if you miss this one scratch, you can definitely find these items again in the next one. So you don't have to worry about like the whole FOMO thingy that a lot of people just keep saying about, oh, but the AC scratch is still a gacha element. Sure, the developers are putting this game out for you for completely for free, man. Like the every single gameplay elements here is all free. So why are you saying like, oh, the developers cannot put in gacha elements because it's actually predatory? But no, the thing about this is that the gacha items in the AC scratch, for example, can be sold back to the player base for completely free with in-game currency. And this in-game currency can be earned by just playing the game. So what is the issue here? You are now comparing this game to a different game where the other live service game is most likely not going to allow their premium fashion catalog items to be sold for completely free. No other games does that, bro. Like, sure, the only game that I can say is much more similar to this is probably something like Warframe, but even Warframe does not allow them to does not sell you their cash op items without the cash currency, by the way. In this game, which is PSO2 New Genesis, you can just grind the in-game currency to buy that cash op item for completely free without any hassle at all, as long as it's still available on the market. And it's just as simple as that. Just grind the currency, patiently, or maybe play with the market and try to sell valuable items that is gameplay related. For example, maybe the rarest weapon at the moment, or the highest rarity armor sets. Maybe there's a lot of like special stats or special fixer levels on this equipment that you are selling, and maybe you can inflate the price a little bit depending on the rarity of this item, etc., etc., or just sell capsules or what and all. Just play the market, and eventually you'll be able to accumulate enough meseta to buy any fashion item you wanted to. This is the result of just playing the game. There's no money involved, okay? This is the only game where I can actually honestly say you don't really need to have any money involved at all. You can just play the game completely for free, and starting from literally level 0 peasant up until 100 level mob boss, and you'll be fine. There's not a single dime you need to pay, and this game is just giving it all to you for free. Unlike Roblox, unlike Minecraft, which has a marketplace and you require to mod a lot of stuff, which is a hassle, and there is no need for you to mod the game at all. Anything in vanilla is just allowed. You can just adjust the accessories. You can adjust your accessory placements. You can change the position of the accessory from your head upwards to your toes. You can even change the position of the items directly to your fingers. Even you can even literally change the directions and the angle of what the item would look like to make a certain character that you wanted to, from a certain fiction or a certain cartoon or a certain comic or a certain anime or a certain manga or a certain manhwa, whatever that your imagination allows you to do. So you can do it in the game, and Sega is going to handle all the copyright claims. Not everybody is able to going to afford a lot of the high-end fashion items, sure, but a lot of times you can actually go around this by just purchasing the different color variants, like the ones that is not desirable, and recolor those items. For example, if you are able to find a certain basewear or outerwear that has a different color, but because this different color is not exactly desirable, it's probably sold a little bit cheaper than the much more desirable color, you can just nab that and just use a salon color change pass and just boom, change the color. And that's it, right? They are literally giving it out for player base as well. The color change passes and the salon passes, these things are obtainable in game very easily as well, and you can also obtain them from the exchange shop. So it's all gameplay related, and as long as you are consistently able to play this game casually, maybe even just playing the game even in just the weekends, you'll be fine, because literally this is the most casual game I have ever seen as well. And hence why the whole social element and the creative space and every single creation elements is just so casual, because there's no FOMO at all. And I think if you are the kind of person who just love to dress up, I think this is a game for you. Don't go for other games. Other games is going to charge you tens of dollars to hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands of dollars just to dress your character up, okay? This game gives you the fashion pieces completely free. I would rather want you to spend money in this game than you spend money on other games, because if other games, when you spend money on those fashion items, they have no value, because they are going to be permanently locked up and bounded to your character. There's no way for you to resell that item at all. But in this game, if you are able to obtain a certain item that is more than 2 quantity of the item, you can sell them back to the player base for free, and everybody benefits. The game developers get the money, you get the profits from selling that item, the player will be able to get the item for you by paying the money for you. It's a cycle. It's a proper cycle of a live service that I think most live service games should actually follow to the T, because this is such a great system. So this is all the reasons that I wanted to give regarding PSO2 NGS in overall of the commendation from me, I guess. So do whatever you want with this game, but hey, that's all I wanted to talk about, and I just hope that you guys are able to take something from this video. And if you like my content, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Sayonara.